Welcome to the Car Chronicles baby with SASSYTEA-V. Doing today. I am totally Sassy T from the 803, and I am here to do a review of Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4 episode 13. Child, it wasn't given too much, but we're gonna do it anyway because that's what we do over here. Okay, before we get started, remember all things on this channel is alleged, and it is in my opinion. It is for sheer entertainment. It is for sorry, I'm in my hubby car, child. And it blew the horn on me. And it is for sheer entertainment. It is for just shooting the bull and analyzing. Okay, that's what we do here. But anyway, you guys, it left off of course where it started, and y'all, I'm not going in order. I'm going by this totally by memory, and if I miss something, there will be a part 2. I can go more in depth. Okay, so you guys, it starts off, of course, they arrive at the mansion, child, and they arrive, and MELNEKA come in there with all this bicycle confetti and that fake Gucci belt turned upside down, meeting them at the door, thinking they look cute, and it looked a hot mess. You know those bicycles confetti that used to be on your bikes when you were little, and it used to fly in the air? That's what she looked like. She looked like one of them things who say, you know what I'm saying? One of them advertisements. MELNEKA, I'm gonna need you to do better, baby. I'm gonna need you to start dressing the part, cause baby, that ain't it. Okay, that ain't it. No. Woo, somebody need, Lord Jesus. But anyway, they walk in, and it's a room full of women. And Marcel's face was like, what the hell? And Martel goes to say, well, I ain't telling him it was gonna be a bunch of women here, but that's who like the wine the most. Why didn't you just have this at a vineyard? Why didn't you have this like a classy vineyard? Why didn't you have somebody tell the story behind your wine? Or what it's made out of, or, what inspired it, what flavors and what foods it would go with. And then he can get up and tell, everyone what inspired the wine. I know this is a boys' trip, but why would you have all these women? Classic Martel, classic. He threw the bone. If he had told them about the bone, they wouldn't have came. But he had to set the bone up on the plate, and then let them know when they came in, there was a bunch of hound dogs in there, girl dogs at that. And so MELNEKA's standing around with them, kikiing, laughing, and carrying on. And, Marcel always making jokes and talking about I guess the male, he's inspired by the males in his life. And he said, I am impressed that he and MELNEKA have been friends for over 30 years, platonic. He was throwing shade. Yeah, Martel. In other words, you can tell that issue to somebody else, but you can't tell it to me, okay? Not to me. I know who you are. So anyway, they get down, they start tasting, you know, Maurice with them glasses on, Big Lou looking like, ooh, Lord, all these fishes in the ocean, and I'm stuck with a brim. He was like, Lord. But anyway, moving on, they get to talking about the wine. Martel tells the inspiration behind the wine. To me, I just did not like this scene. I think MELNEKA fell short, very short. Anybody can rent a mansion, but when you introducing a new product, I would have had it very intimate and invite only. Maybe he don't know these type of people to invite anybody. Maybe these all she could find. I don't know. But I would have had Chris Fletcher and his wife. I would have had, you know, just some people of standard and status there to give my wine a great review. You didn't have to have it in Huntsville. You could have had it at a vineyard. You could have had it anywhere. But why? It just gave whole vibes to me. Nothing but low down whole vibes. And I like it. But anyway, they talking about they eating dinner. One girl said, oh, you should have some pink in it. Oh, you should do a rosé. And then MELNEKA said, if we were selling this wine, what would be your tagline? And everybody, I mean, Marceau said some stupid stuff. And then here come Big Lou. You gonna pop that bottle, bring the bottle, pop the bottle, and spread them like something in that sense. And I'm like, ew. That sounds stink. Spread them wide. That's whole vibes. No, baby, we don't do that. You horny. You is horny, honey. It's alright, you know, baby, you and Tiffany talk. But anyway, they were all sitting there talking and blah, blah, this. Okay, after that whole, you know, scene with the food, they decide that I guess they're going to go out. And then they talk about the strip club and, you know, and all this stuff. So, you know, it reverts back to Tiffany. Not Tiffany. No, not Tiffany. I'm sorry, y'all. But it reverts back to Kimmy and Latifah. Back to Latifah Scott. And they were talking about the trip. Okay, so they were like, you know, I hope they're on their best behavior. You know what? Let me say this. If you can't trust your man, why even be with him? I mean, seriously, I understand what happened. But all this, we should do a pop-up, you know, Latifah talking about, you know, I can't let outside influences make my decision on my marriage, and I hope they're on their best behavior. You know, they like to party. And then Kimmy come out talking about something, yeah, because Maurice, he loves to shop, and he's on this shades thing. Whatever, girl. And so she said, you know, all the stuff in the streets, you know, all this about the picture. I hope there's not another one, blah, blah, blah. Y'all, I'm so sick of this played out role of these men. I have no idea. Child, but let's go back to the, when they arrived at the mansion. Child, Maurice got on that phone so fast to let Kimmy know he was here, and Kimmy didn't even give the phone a ring. It said, hey. I'm like, damn, she was, and he was like, I just want you to know we made it, and it's nice, blah, blah, this, and, you know, everybody's calling their wives on the phone, okay, letting them know what it is, and this and that. Okay, now we can go back to Kimmy and Latifah. So, y'all, aka Letitia, y'all know who I'm talking about. But anyway, they go back and talk, and Kimmy was like, yeah, she said, you know, we should do a pop, no, Latifah said we should do a pop-up. And Kimmy was like, damn for it, but she's like, well, for real? And my thing of it is, you guys gotta learn, y'all gotta trust your man some point, okay? I'm just sick of all the made-up beef with you guys and the man. I'm just sick of it. And, you know, it's just on and on about the cheating and this and that. If they did it, they did it. And we all know Marceau is doing it, allegedly. And Maurice used to be the hoe, allegedly. And Martel's still a hoe. And it's still true. Allegedly, though. And it showed when they went to the strip club. How Martel got the drinking. And you know what? I see why Martel don't drink. Martel is aggressive when he's drinking. He is a horny dog. Oh, honey, you don't need to drink. I see why he don't drink. Because Martel, I told y'all, there's two sides to Martel. Martel he can come out very sweet, very charming. He has all the right words. He's okay looking. I mean, I'm not into his look. But he's okay looking for some women. More, you know, me, I'm more of a, I don't know. That's, you know, he has the business look. He's nice looking, okay? He's not no ugly man. But, you know, he's not everybody's cup of tea. But like Ashley said, she knows she's not everybody's cup of tea. But that's okay, because she don't like tea. But I do, baby. But anyway, y'all, that's just a little joke. But anyway, so, you know, Martel, you know, he ain't bad looking. But when he's drink, that ain't Martel. That's Mohel, honey. Mohel come out. When I tell you Mohel was on there women, talking about, you going with me tonight? The girl's like, baby, I don't think you can handle this. Shit, Martel have your ass up on that damn stage. Turned out, girl, you better leave Martel alone. Don't tell him that. Even though I don't see it, because he wear them tight leisure suits and I don't see the imprint. Okay, y'all. I was thinking, did I ever see an imprint? Maybe he one of them ones that, you know, you think he ain't got it, and then when it get to this part, it just say, it grows out. Okay, maybe that's it. I don't know. It don't look impressive right now. But anyway, he gonna look over there and tell my it's baby number 6. Negro. Ew. That means you going up in there raw dogging. Ew. On somebody you don't know. Ew. Oh, you nasty. You is NASTY. Mohel is nasty. Yeah, it might be true about some of them rumors. I ain't the one to gossip. But, you know, I heard some things. We're going to bring that out later. Not in this video. It's going to be some other time. Got to do a little bit more research. But, baby, I heard some things, okay? Now, anyway, the way he's sticking in his fish pole in every hole, child, ain't no telling what kind of fish he pulling out. But anyway, y'all, let's move on. So they in the strip club. They having a good time. The next morning, they're up. And they're cooking and breakfast and all this stuff. And they talking about, y'all, we got to get ready for the wine tasting. Wait a minute, hell, I thought that was the wine tasting last night. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Y'all, I don't even want to talk about this man's trip no more, because it's confusing. But anyway, let's move on to Tiffany and Mel. They're shopping. And Tiffany is talking to Mel about still having to go find her father. She still wants to do that. And Mel was like, she was down for it. She would help her. She would go to the, you know, Mel is a friend. So if you are a friend to her. And let me say this. When you show that you can be a friend, then that's when you attract real friends. Okay. Now, Tiffany, Mel said she would help her. She would go to the ends with her to find out what she needs to know. Then she goes on this rant about Lou. I don't understand it. You know, they say you know, she says he gets sex, but it's like every time I put on something sexy, he gonna tear me up. Do you not like your man? I mean, honey, do you know how many women want their man to tear them up? I mean, you know, I'll be tired, so I want to get tore up every day if I could, but but my man, I mean, Tiffany, you're making up unnecessary beef in your marriage. Come on now, let's not do this. Everybody got something going on in their marriage. Let's not make the sex part, you know, because I can't imagine. That's like a Rottweiler on a Pomeranian. Ugh. Ugh. But anyway, a Rottweiler on a Pomeranian, baby. Ooh, that's a sight to see. But anyway, and she's talking about, you know, just, you know, too much. And Mel was like, looking at her like, girl, are you serious? And she was saying something up in regards to that she tried to talk to him about it, and they have sex, but it's like I said, it's too much. He always wanted to touch on her, you know, and do this. And she said that, you know, if she is his motivation, Lou don't do nothing unless she makes him do it, or she pushes him to do it. Let me tell you something. Lou is just a big country boy that like to stay at home. And you knew this when you married him. And I feel like, Tiffany, right now, you getting opportunist vibes, okay? I really do. I think you did this when you saw how he was financially stable. And you already admitted this, that your first husband, you married him and didn't want to stay in the marriage because financially y'all wasn't doing nothing. You know, y'all was stuck. So now you with Lou and it's too much sex. Now it's almost like you're repulsed by your own husband. I don't get it. It's not making sense. Then in the beginning of the season, you all up on his lap trying to get him to have sex with you. Which is it? Why are you lying? Who's lying? I believe Lou. Okay. Lou ain't getting none. Okay. You is lying. I have to call you on your BS, Tiffany. I have to call you on your BS because you are lying. Okay? Lying. All right? Let's move on. Y'all, and it keeps going, it flashes back again to Latifah and Kimmy. They're over there talking. Like I said before, I tried to wind that up with Latifah saying that if her husband was cheating, God would show her, and this and that. He has shown you. I don't know how many times you're going to have to do it. Maybe you're going to have to sit there and look through the Lord's eyes or something. I don't know, but you're not going to, and she says she's not going to let the outside influences tear up her marriage. Okay. Good. It hadn't worked now. It ain't gonna work then. What you need to do is stop telling us that everybody trying to tear your marriage up. First it's Mel. Then it was Martel. First it was Martel. Now it's all Mel. See, she tried to tear your marriage up because you couldn't. She didn't sign off on them 47 acres. Now you don't have the money that you want and the money that you thought you was gonna get because Mel knew a scam when she saw it. Okay. You know, nobody's signature was on there but 2. And she knew. And y'all try to come up with some BS about, you know, why the signature was on there. You can't fool the player. I try to tell y'all, there's always somebody one step ahead of you. Mel is always one step ahead because she has discernment. She know when things ain't right. Okay? And I feel in my soul, in my heart, that Martel was in on that too. Okay? Because he was pushing for it. Let's go ahead and sign. Let's go ahead and so he can make that money. And then when Mel said, without my signature, nothing happened. I pulled out, bye. And I don't blame her. Because guess what? They would have used Mel and would have never paid her money back. Okay? So, thank goodness, Mel, you didn't do that, baby. Because these thieves right here, they something else. But, anyway, y'all, and it goes on to... what else is going on this show? Child, I don't even know. That's all I want to review on it. It was not giving, you know. Oh yeah, and you know, of course, the guys were on the bus, and they were talking about, you know, oh, the rage room. I'm sorry, they were going to the rage room, and they were all sitting at the table before they went to the rage room. Let's get back to the breakfast, and they were talking about the you know, their kids. Maurice saying Monster, he just wants to lay around all day. He's videos, he had to make him do. Martel was like, well, he's a teenager, you know. He's like, yeah, but when I was a teenager, I was doing this, blah, blah, this. And he was like, but everybody's different. Now, that's one thing I can't say about Martel. When it comes to his kids, he knows how to be a father to his children. And I have to give that to him because, you know, I understand what Martel was saying, because each one of my children have a different personality, and I know how to treat each one of them differently. Meaning, my oldest son, he needed more attention, and sometimes I would laugh and pretend like when the other kids were with their dad, me and him would sneak off and we'll have mommy son time. And I would buy him ice cream. I would tell him, don't tell your sister and brother. And it made him feel special, because he always felt like, you know, he was the middle child, but he felt like he was always left out. And I'm like, baby, you're not left out. I pay more attention to you. And then I make him think that he's the more attention seeker, you know, that I give him more attention, when all alone I done took my oldest daughter to get her ice cream. Well, we done went shopping, and I tell her, don't tell your brothers. Now, you know me, this means your secret. It makes them feel good. It makes them know that mama really look at me special in their eyes. So yes, every child is different, and I get what Martel's saying, and I also get what Maurice saying. Sometimes you have to push them, but when they're going through their puberty, honey, their hormones are all over the place. That's why they sleep all the time. That's why they don't feel like doing nothing, because they're adjusting. And that's why they in their 20s, they wide open, because their hormones have finally kicked in and done what they're supposed to do. You know, but some reason, that's why kids get depressed in their teen years, because these hormones are all over the place, okay? And rebellious, and they want to talk back, but I have to slap a hormone back where it belongs, because that hormone don't talk back to me. But anyway, I get what Maurice saying. I get what Martel's saying. I get you know, they were talking about on the bus how about, you know, the relationships. Martel says, yeah, you know, money and sex will break up a marriage. Yeah, coming from you, yeah, okay, but you ain't the one to say it, because Lou was saying, you know, he feel he's sexual deprived, and, you know, Martel said, yeah, but when I was talking to you and Tiffany seemed a little bit more open, and Marcel was like, open? Yeah. He said, what kind of open? And then Lou was like, yeah, she, you know, Tiffany, in other words, they could introduce a third person. That's the biggest crocodile. I can't even see them two be it. Oh, that's just made up. I don't believe it. I don't believe Tiffany would do, and she don't even look like the type, man. I could be wrong, but she don't even give me that vibe that she's a freak. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why she trying to play herself as a freak. Girl, you is not a freak in these streets. Stop pretending. Now, if Destiny had said that, I'd be different, because she's a freak in these streets, okay? But you ain't, so stop. And you ain't, and you can't. Stop. So anyway, they're talking, and Marcel was like, in his confessional, Lou, you need to tell me what you told Tip to get her to say yeah. Because I need to know, so maybe I can pitch this to mine. Child, you ain't even got a picture. You already do it. You probably got 2 or 3 holes in every area code. And when you go lay up, allegedly, you got 2 of them in the bed. Child, by Squidward, stop. But you funny, though. You ain't worth nothing, Marceau. You them eyes that you looked at when you seen the women in your confessional had me rolling. I'm not gonna lie, you a fool now. I still like you, though. I still like you. You know, I like Marceau. Y'all know I've said this from the beginning. I like Marceau. I like Maurice, and I still like Kimmy, but Kimmy, this whole season, y'all, with everybody is so rehearsed. There is no business going on. They're not showing them making deals like they did in the beginning. It was a boss move. I don't see none of this. It's just all drama, no realness, no nothing. What is going on? But anyway, y'all, I don't know. I probably missed a whole bunch. But right now, I'm going to get my coffee to wake up this brain. And maybe a little bit of breakfast. And we're having a Father's Day dinner for all the fathers. The women are cooking. And we're going to go to one of my best friend's house. The ones I was with last night at the Oaks and the 706. Baby, we had a good time. That was a live band. We go see this young lady all the time. She's all over the 706, and she sings, and every time she comes here, you know, sings and has open night and stuff like that, we go support her. So cause y'all, the video didn't do her no justice, but she can really throw it down, and we always have a good time. And she knows us, child. She'll come out there, dance with us and all that. My hubby was on there. I know y'all saw me flip back to him. He was the one in the orange shirt trying to hide because he hates being on social media. He don't like, well, he'll take pictures with it and stuff like that, but he don't like it. You know, he's just not that type of guy. But like our Facebook and stuff, you know, I don't even do Facebook like that no more. So I do Instagram and all that stuff. And I did the live last night just to see how I can work it, how I can maneuver it, so I can get used to it. So when I do go live, you guys can chat with me. But anyway, you guys, I know I missed some things, but this is just a brief review. Part 2 of the review will be later on today when I get myself presentable, because right now I am not. And I'm gonna drink my coffee, get my mind woke up, do some housework, because I'm a week behind. Whew, child, thank God for my younger child, baby. She kept it clean for me. And then, she's a clean freak anyway, so that's one thing I don't have to worry about. She loves to clean. But thank y'all for the Cash App, the prayers. My daughter's home. She's still resting. She's still a little weak, but like she told me this morning, she can get up, she can move around. That strength will come back. I told her she can't just lay around. You got to keep moving. The bed would take your life, honey. If y'all are feeling depressed or anything like that, get out that bed. Get out in the sun. I'm telling you, the bed would take your strength, okay? And the sun is the best thing you can get right now. The vitamin D, that's what you need. Vitamin B12. Get yourself out of the bed and move, okay? Fight it. Move. Get out the way, okay? All right, you guys. Thank y'all. Welcome new subscribers. Thank you for joining this channel. I surely appreciate you. Thank y'all for the Cash Apps. Thank you for the lunch. If y'all still want to send the Cash Apps, $ Teresa Lindsay 12, okay? $ Teresa Lindsay 12. Y'all can send it, and I'm telling you, I had a couple people send me Cash App. Guess what I did? It's in this fund, okay? And I did get lunch. I'm telling you, I got lunch, but I only use a portion of to get lunch. The rest of it is going to the channel fund, okay? You know, like the building fund in church. This is the channel fund or the YouTubes. All right. So, guys, thank you so much. I will be back shortly with another second part of this review. A more in-depth look, because there are some things that I saw that is lingering, and we need to talk about it. All right, you guys, thank you so much. Let me go get my coffee, and I will be back shortly.